Hey gamers, there's a video finally. It's been one hell of a week, guys. Just my luck. The week of E3 happens to be one of the most busy weeks in a very long time. A lot of late night work, and it just... honestly, I never had any friggin' time for myself. But basically, this video we're going to talk about a little bit about the Wii U. As you can see in my background there, that's the Wii U gamepad video from Nintendo. I'm going to give you guys my quick thoughts on the press conference, as well as what I think of the Wii U. And let's be honest, I didn't watch Microsoft's press conference. I didn't watch Sony's. I really couldn't give two shits about them anymore. But Nintendo's was kind of a mixed bag. Not in a bad way, but it's kind of like they had an opportunity to really wow us with this thing, but they didn't seize upon the moment. Basically, there's still a lot of questions left unanswered. Like, we weren't going to get a price, but it would have been nice if they kind of gave a little tease as to what kind of price we can expect. They didn't mention a specific month at all. I mean, I'm not going to say, hey, I want to know exactly the month, date, time that it's going to be released, but it would be nice if they would have said, hey, look, November of this year it's coming out worldwide or whatever. We didn't get any of that. We didn't get any ideas as to packages. What are we going to get with the console? Are we going to get just the console and the controller? Are we going to get also a Wiimote with it? Is it going to have a stand? You know, are we going to get a pack-in? No, there's no information on this. Now, of the show, there were three games for the Wii U that caught my eye. One of them I know you guys are going to give me a little shit about, and that's Nintendo Land. Now, I'm not... Here's my guess, or my bet, or whatever, my predictions. I think Nintendo Land's going to be a pack-in game. I don't think it's going to be something that you have to purchase separately. I think that it is the Wii Sports for the Wii U. And, you know, they've said clearly, when Reggie said that it will launch side by side with the Wii U, I guess that's his way of saying that it's going to be a freebie, it's going to be included with every copy, every purchase of a Wii U, and you're not going to have to buy it separately. I don't really think many people would buy it separately, so just because it's a very lackluster thing. Really, the visuals of the game look really nice, especially like that little plaza they have. It reminds me if you took Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and mixed it with Viva Pinata. That's the color choice. I mean, it's very vibrant, very colorful, looks amazing in high definition. I did watch a few gameplay things. I don't know. It really is like a bunch of mini games thrown together. Maybe there's some added depth. I don't know. Pikmin 3 is what they started off the show with. I definitely want to get it. I went today and picked up Pikmin 2 for the Wii. I'm a tad bit ticked off that they decided to do Nintendo Selects. Us Americans got fucked over with this version. They released it in every other fucking region except for us. So we had to wait just until yesterday to get this. Now, the other thing that sucks, and this is something that I just really despise of Nintendo, they release every game and system on Sundays. Here's the problem. I happen to live in a county that has a blue law. We can't buy this shit in our towns. I would have to go several towns over to get a game, and I'm not willing to drive or go out of my way to get a game. So I had to wait till today. Now here's an interesting thing. The Target was fully unaware that they were supposed to be able to sell this. So it wasn't on shelves. Their app said, yeah, we can buy it. And I had to hassle them for like 10 minutes so they can go and grab this in the back room and allow me to buy it. They're like, it comes out Tuesday. I said, it's not movies. Movie releases come out on Tuesdays. Whatever. So far, I like it. Pikmin 3, definitely going to get that with the Wii U. You know, and then you had New Super Mario Brothers U. Somewhat interested in it. I mean, here's the deal. Like, I played the original New Super Mario Brothers on my 3D, not 3DS, the DS. I never played the Wii version. I've seen it here and there. I'm not really big on it. It's more like this whole party element that, unfortunately, I'm just not into, you know? They did show off retarded shit. Sing, obviously, people are pissed. I was watching it with Spike TV / Game Trailers. They had this live, like, thing on the right screen, and it would tell you, like, if people are happy with what's going on currently or if people are mad. The second they started the whole karaoke shit, it just took a nosedive because people don't want it. Now, the Wii Fit Plus U, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, I can see that kind of interesting. I mean, I have the Wii Fit Plus. I rarely use the thing. I just don't have time for it. I prefer to play Dance Dance Revolution. It's a little bit much more fun, and I'm getting pretty good at the game, actually. But Wii U Fit Plus, whatever thing they're going to call it, also will have this little tiny pedometer. So as you're walking around and stuff, it will actually calculate an estimated amount of calories. One thing I do is, because I do walk to and from work, I actually walk, guys, 7 miles a day. Okay, I'm very keen on doing it. I used to take my 3DS with me, and I'd rack up easily over 30,000 steps with the thing. So I'm guaranteed to get 10 coins a day with my 3DS. So, I mean, if I actually do give a shit about fitness, maybe I'll get the Plus. Maybe they'll have, since I already have the balance board and stuff, maybe they'll have a separate, like, edition or something that's just the game disc and the little pedometer. I'll get it. I'll wear the little pedometer thing around just so I can keep track of, you know, how much I'm burning, whatever. We'll see. What else? What else? They showed off some stupid shit like Just Dance, which was dumb. Zombie U, I don't know. I have to wait and see what the reviews really come out on that one. That one doesn't really catch my eye that much. A lot of people saying it looks pretty cool. It does look cool, but I don't know really what to expect from it. Now, overall, what do I think about the Wii U? It is something I'm gonna get. I'm done with Sony. I'm done with Microsoft. Well, never really had to start with Microsoft. My brother has an Xbox 360. I play it once in a blue moon. I'm not a big fan of the system, and namely, the biggest thing that prevents me from playing it is the $60 a year for online play. That's completely retarded, and for any fucker out there who wants to justify paying $60 a year just to play online, I've even heard the stupid ones like, it only costs $1 a week. Yeah, well, here's the problem, right? The moment Microsoft starts putting advertisements on your dashboard, which I think is complete bullshit, Xbox Live Gold should be free at that point. There is no reason why a consumer should pay for the privilege of getting ads, really. Also, in this day and age, you have good competitors like Sony, and now Nintendo is going to have a pretty interesting network, which they really didn't dive into, which is stupid on their part. They really should have said, hey, look, this is what we're going to do with our online. Yeah, you heard some little information here and there, but there's no concrete solution of, okay, is there going to be a Call of Duty? Here's how you access online. Is there going to be voice chat in-game? You know, are they going to have little Bluetooth headsets for you? Are they going to do all these things? There's no answers, and that really does frustrate a few people. Now, I do like the controller redesign. I even said it to my on the podcast on episode 2 with Kevin. I clearly said in there, I wonder if they're going to have clickable joysticks, because Nintendo has never done it before. And I'm very glad that they decided to finally do it. And I think that they were forced to because of first-person shooters. A lot of every first-person shooter uses the clickable buttons. The right one typically is to zoom in a scope or to melee attack. The left one is mainly for running. So I'm glad that Nintendo finally decided to do it. The other thing I'm glad that they changed is, if you look at a nunchuck, you can see how it has this like it clicks. You like, it has what the fuck is that? An octagon shape under it. Nintendo got rid of that. So the Wii U is going to be the first home console that Nintendo releases that doesn't have the stupid octagon underneath it. It's going to be a perfect smooth thing. It's going to be like their analog circle pad thing, but a stick. So I'm very glad that Nintendo finally decided to get away from that. You know, they're building a very unique controller. Now, I do like the fact that they ripped one off of Microsoft, and I love how fanboys just started saying, "Oh, damn you, Nintendo, you're not allowed to do this." Sorry guys, Nintendo was being ripped off left and right, okay? I mean, every little thing you guys take for granted on an Xbox controller, Nintendo pioneered at some fucking point. Shoulder buttons, Nintendo pioneered. The face buttons and D-pad, Nintendo pioneered. I mean, if you look, A, B, X, Y, Super Nintendo had it. The L and R buttons, the Super Nintendo had it. The joystick, the N64 was the first system to have it. You know, the Rumble, Nintendo 64 was the first system to have it. So, you know, a lot of things that you guys take for granted today wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Nintendo. So for Nintendo to copy Microsoft, it does look, just paint this thing black and change the stick up here, put the face buttons down there, and put a Nintendo D-pad. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but Microsoft ripped off the 360 controller off of the Dreamcast. So if you're really gonna, you know, go there, every single company is guilty at some point. Sony is one of the worst. They just rip off every fucking thing under the sun. I'm surprised they didn't announce a tablet-like controller yet. This E3, some were mainly disappointed. There really weren't that many big announcements. I think we've been spoiled by a few other E3s where they're just announcing awesome titles left and right. This year it seemed like kind of a letdown, but I don't know. I think that next year should really be one of the biggest E3s because you're going to have Microsoft and Sony probably announcing some things, and Nintendo would have had its system out for about 6 months or so at that point. So you can see if, you know, if it's doing well at that point, they're going to announce a hell of a lot more games. And yeah, I think there's going to be a very bright future. I'm very glad that Nintendo is finally going into high definition territory. I'm glad that they're doing it in a way where, you know, they didn't make a fucking boring ass presentation saying, this is how many polygons we can do. Look at all the duckies we can put in a tub. Or, you know, like all these stupid things that, I mean, if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, look back at the initial PlayStation 3 announcements. They talked non-stop about the hardware. They didn't show off many games. And when they finally showed off games, that was the, what do you call it? That was when Kaz Hirai was going $599 US, and Ridge Racer and Giant Enemy Crabs. So, you know, Microsoft, same deal. You know, they were all about, look at graphics, graphics this, graphics that. I'm very glad that Nintendo never even, you know, said, ooh, look at Mario, look at how shiny he is. You know, that's because Nintendo knows what really matters, gameplay. You know, I want to pick up a controller, have fun. And that's something that, unfortunately, Sony really hasn't been delivering for me. You know, the PlayStation 3, I'm afraid that every time I'm going to hit the power button, the damn thing's going to die on me. And I shouldn't have that feeling. Half my game saves are fucking locked down, so even if my system dies, I can't back them up prior to its failure, so I lose everything. You know, the downloading feature on the PlayStation 3 is so fucking slow, and it's retarded. When I have a 35 down connection, there's no excuse why it takes forever. The majority of the games that I want come out on both PC, PlayStation 3, and 360, so I might as well just get the PC version. It costs less, and it's better. So yeah, going forward, guys, I'm going strictly Nintendo, Wii U, and PC gaming. Fuck Sony. I'm sick of their shit. The Vita, I like it. It still works. You know, I've been playing Gravity Days. I think I'm almost done beating it. I think that IGN actually graded it a little too harshly. But I just don't see a very bright future with Sony and Microsoft. And from a lot of people are saying that All-Stars was shit. From what they've played, they said it was horrible. So, yeah, Sony is very quick to steal, but they're not good at stealing good games. They're very shitty at it. So yeah, take care, guys. Look out for future content. Expect another podcast episode soon. Yeah, definitely drop a comment below. What was your favorite part of E3? What do you think each of the companies should have done better? You know, are you guys going to get the Wii U? I really think it's going to be a great system. I'm definitely going to get it on day one. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, take care, guys. Look out for future content.